They do the first cut, and I wasn't numb yet. Possibly the worst experience of my entire life.
Were you awake when they did it? Like, traditionally you would be?
Yes. So it's an actual nightmare. Buckle up. Test 1, 2. Test.
You look like what do you look like?
I'm scared.
Stained glass.
Ooh.
That's a cool name for a gay club.
Stained ass.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay. Hey, welcome back to whatever the hell this is.
Already gross edition.
Disaster edition. Okay, wow, this is crazy. I don't know why I'm like dissociating today. Ooh, that's fun.
It is.
Okay, I know that right before the show, you guys caught a whiff of something that I have planned for the end of the show.
I'm actually really excited about it.
I almost want to get it done now. You know what I mean? But I'm excited.
We finally got our hands on that ranch ice cream. It's been months. It's been hard to get. I finally reached out to the company, Van Leeuwen.
Is it really that hard to get? Like, it's so in demand?
Oh, sold out everywhere. And I called Walmart and I was like, hey, do you guys have any ranch ice cream? And the girl was like, huh? Ranch ice cream? Ugh. And I was like, okay.
And it's sold out.
That's what I mean. You guys are sick. The people that are selling this out are sick.
I know, it is smart though, because so the company, they sent me the ranch ice cream, but then they also sent me their other flavors, which look good.
They look real good.
Jerid was like, oh, that's the scheme.
That's the whole play. They know that if they make some wacky pop culture food, we're going to want to try it because it's going to be entertaining. So it's like they're in. It's like, hey, here's ranch. It's sold out everywhere. Here's some, but hey, here's honey blueberry, crisp, whatever they got. You know what I mean?
You got to teeter the line.
That wasn't one, but that sounded good.
It did. How are you guys doing?
Fabulous.
Okay, we might have just gotten to, I wouldn't say we got into a fight. I would say we got into a disagreement.
What? Oh, that you said save it for the podcast.
I did say save it for the podcast because you started fighting in front of everybody. And
Oh
I was
my
like, no, let's
gosh.
do it on the show.
You're acting like it was real dramatic. No, and this was stemming from the other night where we're sitting on the couch. Shane looks over at me and he goes, our kids are going to call you mom, right? But so seriously, without any sarcasm.
He's mom.
And like, yeah, I am the mom, but I don't think they should identify me as mom.
No, you're serving mama.
It's the same issue I have with, like, I saw a few people recommending, like, since we're both men, there's now this thing that, like, simulates feeding through, like, a breast. And I was like, that's going to give...
I don't need a simulator.
Like, that's going to give the child some trauma, you know? Like, I breastfed from my dad's fake nipple.
Hey, 2023, we are not shitting on that.
Okay. We're all woke in our own ways.
Yes, true. Jerid, you had thoughts?
No, I don't know. I was just gonna say, yeah, I have breast as well. That was kind of it. Right. I mean, I was just gonna throw in my 2 cents on that. Yeah.
Well, the evolution was then.
Oh my God, I used to suck on my own.
What?
Sorry.
What?
You what?
You would be the guy to remove a rib to suck your dick.
Wasn't that what they said Marilyn Manson did?
Yes, and I literally have that written down to talk about that. How did
Really?
You, yeah, I will show you.
Wow.
I'll screenshot this.
Well, here I
That's
thought
crazy.
that was impossible, but no, we're watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, and there's a stripper that can suck his own dick because it's so big.
His name is ridiculous.
Well, wait. You're a shower. Can you suck your own dick?
No, absolutely not.
Have you ever tried?
Being a shower doesn't mean that your dick is
You're right.
crazy big.
It doesn't mean it's
It's
big.
huge. I'm just saying, it doesn't mean, like, can I suck my own grower? No.
I just wanted to know if you tried.
After it grows.
So have you looked into ridiculous videos?
I thought we were talking about my titty sucking.
I thought we were talking about me being mom.
Sorry. Okay.
Dude. No, fuck that. We're not gonna just skim over a huge thing in your life. You suck your own breast. Like, we're not just gonna not let that do.
No,
Talk about it, please.
you.
That's huge.
Okay, thank you.
How did it work?
So, I would lay on my back, and you know when you lay on your
Just
back,
need a little snack.
you know when you're
after the
fat
gym.
and you lay on your back and you feel like a supermodel because everything spreads out and you're like, damn, look at me, I look good. So then
You can feel your ribs and shit.
yes.
It's like, damn, look at my definition of my thigh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes. Okay, so I had my boob was hanging, and I was like, I wonder if I could suck my own titty. Well, first it was I wonder if I could suck my own dick, and I couldn't, obviously. And then I was like, I wonder if I could suck my own titty. And so then I like lifted it, and I was like, oh my God, and I could. It wasn't like I was doing it all the time. I did it once, and I was like, oh my God, that's crazy.
There got to be an OnlyFans where a guy's just sucking his own boobs.
100%.
You know, that's huge.
Yeah.
You're ahead of your time.
It's huge.
But then they cut them off. Well, because after I lost all the weight, I had extra skin. They cut my boobs off. But don't worry, I'm growing them back.
Just in time for that baby.
First of all, you said I wasn't growing them back. You said I look fine.
I'm playing into the bit. This is every day. She
Better play into the tit. Okay, so Mom, what are your thoughts? Do you think Ryland being called Mom is offensive? I feel like it's probably confusing.
Offensive? No. Confusing? Yes.
But you are Mom. You
yes,
have Mom energy.
We all know I'm the mom, but I don't think the title should be Mom.
There is like Mr. Moms. Wasn't that even a movie, Mr. Mom?
That's everything.
Yeah.
Mr. Mom
I
and
think
Dad.
it was Danny DeVito.
I kind of like that. They could be like Mr. Mom and Dad.
Crazily enough, I thought of that too today.
Wait, really?
You guys are all
Yeah.
thinking about sucking your own dicks?
Well, I was thinking about like, urban legends of things that celebrities have done to their bodies and whatnot.
How did you know that?
I don't know.
That's literally on my thing to talk about urban legends from high school.
There it is.
Sorry, I just burped.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. What?
After last time's deja vu and then this, it's just too much.
It's
This is
all
all
happening.
a lot.
It's so weird. Do you remember me talking about me sucking my own titties out of Mandela effects?
I don't remember.
Okay, so yes, I wrote down because I was curious. I'm like, oh, I remember all these weird urban legends about celebrities and just people in general from like when I was in high school. But this was before the internet, really, before Twitter. I'm like, how did these things go viral? Because I was talking to somebody who went to a different state, different school, and I brought up the Marilyn Manson thing. They're like, oh yeah, that he got a rib removed to suck his own dick. And I was like, how did that travel to you without the internet? It's confusing. So then I was going through and I was trying to remember all the crazy urban legend rumors that I heard in high school. And I'm curious if you guys have heard them.
Okay.
The one that made me think about it was that little Kim had a gallon of semen in her stomach.
And they had to get her stomach
What?
pumped.
Yes, it would
How
just boom there.
many men does it take to get a gallon of semen in your stomach?
Let's try it out.
I would say on average, we're shooting a few ounces at a time.
Honestly, you would have to suck off everybody at like a Taylor Swift concert. Or I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a lot of people.
A gallon of cum?
You would have to lick the ground of the clubs that Ryland used to go to.
Walking around with a straw.
Yeah, you would have to get the mop and drain it into your mouth.
So if you're eating.
We're not talking about cocks.
Yeah, no, there was that one, Sierra. This one is minorly offensive.
I remember this.
Okay, you say it then, because you're more woke and you won't get canceled.
Wait, no. I mean, wasn't it that she's transgender supposedly or something?
That's a very nice way of putting it.
Isn't it something like that?
But they would call her a different word, which is not politically correct anymore. But yes, and then what? Keep going.
That's all I remember. That
really?
she supposedly
Sierra,
was
this
born a
beat
man.
is?
Yeah, this beat is. That was a.
They thought she was
Fun.
transgender?
That she was born a man, right? Wasn't that the rumor?
Yes, and that she went on Oprah and talked about it. But she didn't. But this
no.
was before like YouTube. So everybody's like, yeah, you didn't see her on Oprah? And everybody's like, no, I didn't. But we all believed it.
And they said that I went on Oprah and did it. And I'm like, okay, come on now. You know, if I was on Oprah, like, I mean, it takes a while before that happens for somebody to go on Oprah. You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder how many people.
That
could
is
just
wild.
say- like back in the day, you could probably just say literally anything, and no one could fact check.
Welcome to TikTok. You still can.
Was there any others that you guys remember or like weird things?
Like people not being dead, like Tupac is still alive, those ones.
But that's true.
And really just people not being like Lady Gaga's a dude or something.
Right. But that wasn't she playing into that? I feel like she like put a hot dog in there or something.
Very much so. She was playing very ambiguous because her whole thing was acceptance of everybody. So regardless of what she is, who cares?
Why the hell am I going to waste my time and give a press release about whether or not I have a penis? My fans don't care, and neither do I.
That lie.
Right? I'm a monster.
Wow.
Isn't that what they're called? The monsters?
Monster.
Momster?
That's everything. Okay, I'm so excited about this. Please don't leave. I know sometimes you want to skip past the sponsorships. I get it. But this one, do not skip. Trust me. So I've been seeing a lot of people asking like, Shane, what are you doing with your hair? Your hair looks different. What are you using? What are you putting in it? And I've always had like an iffy relationship with my hair. I've always thought it was either too greasy or too poofy. But about a month ago, I got reached out to by HAIRSTORY, which is the sponsor today. And they sent me some of their products and I used them right away. And the one that I have been using that I genuinely think changed my hair and even Ryland's hair. And I'm not just saying this, it's not just because I'm sponsored by them now. I genuinely think that their new wash, which is what it's called, was a game changer. So it comes in this like, kind of looks like a milk packet. Like, it's hard to explain, but I'll put a picture. It comes in this like package. You use it and it basically washes, conditions, detangles, and helps restore your hair without using like foams and crazy chemicals. And they like to say new wash is like shampoo, except it's actually good for your hair. Now, I was like a little skeptical. I'm just gonna be honest, because I have my routine I've been doing for my whole life, which is I have my shampoo, and then I have my conditioner, and then I double condition, and I have my whole process. And my hair's always been kind of poofy. I used new wash once. And after I got out of the shower and after I let it air dry, it was like I had put product in it to soften it and to make it less poofy. And I didn't. I have a clip. I took a clip on my phone when this happened like a month ago. I'll show it. So I used HAIRSTORY for the first time today. And my hair usually after I wash it is huge. This is my hair 2 hours after I washed it, let it air dry. And like it has shape. It's like chill. I don't think I even have to do that much. This has never happened before, so I love HAIRSTORY. I'm very excited. So yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I'm a huge fan now. Thank you guys for sponsoring, because now my hair is gonna be different and I'm just excited. So here's a few things about HAIRSTORY that I really love. Their new wash is 100% biodegradable and their packaging is 100% recyclable. Also, all the ingredients are very gentle on your hair. It's not gonna like, I don't know, there's some shampoos that kind of burn my scalp, which I always thought was like, it means it's working, which I don't think that's the right way to think about it. They're using aloe vera, sunflower seed oil. It's all good things for your hair. Oh, it helps keep the color and it helps clean your hair without like stripping it. So to try new wash, go to hairstory.com and use code GROWER and they're going to give you 20% exclusive savings. So if you want to try it out, please trust me, it's awesome. And it kind of just takes steps away, because I was spending a long time in the shower and now just having one step for my hair has been a game changer. Oh, also, I don't know if this is part of their deal. They gave me this like detangling little thing. It's like a comb, I guess, but it's for the shower. So you put the new wash in your hair and then you go through it with that comb thing, get it all like evenly distributed, rinse it out. And I even use it when I'm rinsing just to get all of it out. So if that's on the site, get that too, because it's changed the game. So that's hairstory.com, code GROWER, 20% off. Thank you so much, HAIRSTORY, for sponsoring. I'm so excited. A brand new sponsor and I love it. So I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to stop. I have a lot of energy. I apologize. See you guys later. Chris, do you have any urban legends from your high school experience that you remember?
Not really. I mean, the ones you brought up, but nothing in particular.
I just remember something that you told me before the show.
What?
I don't know if you're okay talking about it. I think you are, because you told me about it.
Oh.
It's something about your high school experience, also about dicks.
Oh, I mean, you're talking about the circumcision, right? Is
Yes.
that what you're talking about?
I have questions.
So I was not circumcised until high school. I went
Really?
half of my life uncircumcised.
And so cosmetically you chose for yourself to get circumcised?
Yeah, because I went to a school where everyone was, and I felt like a freak, and I was like, I don't want to be a freak. So I chose to get it circumcised.
I didn't know you could do it later. I thought you had to do it when you were a baby, because when you're grown up, doesn't it hurt like crazy?
Was
and if
it
you get hard,
traumatizing?
Doesn't it rip open?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was possibly the worst experience of my entire life.
Were you awake when they did it? Like traditionally you would be?
Yes. So it's an actual nightmare. Buckle up. So first I told my dad, I'm like, I want to get circumcised. And my dad was like, oh, I didn't get circumcised until I came to America. And I was like, what? And he's like, in Germany, a lot of European people do not get circumcised. But over here, a lot of women prefer it circumcised. So I chose to get it. I went to a guy, he's fantastic, I'll take you. And I was like, wow, what are the odds that both of us chose to do this later in life? But anyways, so he takes me to a place that's in Chinatown that's falling apart. The walls are peeling. It's like the scariest neighborhood I've ever seen. We go in and it's like in a part of Chinatown where like, no one speaks English, and I'm like, how does this work? I'm very confused. And they like brought me to like a saw looking room, and I'm like sweating and I'm terrified, and I'm like, maybe this is a bad idea. And and then they lie me down, and this woman gets like what looks like a bucket of orange paint, but it's like goo, and she's like slathering it all over my junk.
Did you get hard?
No, because I was horrified. I was sweating and horrified. And she's like slathering this stuff everywhere. And I'm like, what is happening? And it's her and this older gentleman. And then the older gentleman takes this huge needle and like shoves it into the base of my dick. And it hurts so bad. And they inject this liquid that's supposed to numb everything. And then they were like, okay, should be numb night right by now. And they do the first cut, and I wasn't numb yet. I fully felt it, and the pain was so. I'm getting like chills thinking about it. My hairs are standing up, but like it hurt so
drooling.
bad.
I'm kind of zoning out, bro. This is rough.
This is your superpower. Keep
The
going.
first cut was
I'm doing it.
The first cut, you should. The first cut was so bad that I like almost threw up. I like gagged, and the room was spinning, and I felt like I was gonna pass out, vomit, and throw up, and scream all at the same time. I did scream. I was like, oh, and then I like laid back and felt myself like passing out. And then I guess it started kicking in, and I'm like in a sweat, and then they start doing their thing and cutting and whatever. Then I don't feel it
Did
anymore.
you get to keep the skin? How much was it?
So they they asked if
Was
I wanted
it cash
to keep
only?
They asked if you wanted to.
They came with it in a bloody jar and asked if I wanted to
No
keep
way.
it. And I was like, I don't ever want to see that again. Why would you show that to
Maybe
me?
Gaga would bring that on tour.
Oh yeah, it'd open up for her.
Lil Nas X would sell it.
And then my dad was like, he's like, I've been through this before. Go downstairs. There's a pharmacy. Run there right now and get painkillers right away. And I was like, why? I'm fine. He's like, I'm telling you, hurry up. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I'm taking my time. And then like 10 out of 10 pain starts burning. And I'm like, oh, and I run downstairs, go get the pills, take it immediately. They're used to this, I guess.
And this is the guy that your dad knew that did a great job and he wanted to take you to?
In his defense, excellent work. You'd never be able to tell.
Cosmetically
You'd never
looks
be able-
great.
Cosmetically looks great. He knew what he was
Surprised
doing.
they didn't serve food in this joint.
I need to know though, like, so like jacking off before and after, was it more pleasurable before?
So there was more sensation before.
Yes.
But what I will say, I don't know. Like, I mean, honestly, there was more sensation before, and right after I got it taken off, like for a month or two.
Sorry, you're making my dog hungry.
Every time I
Hold
but every time I put jeans on, like it felt like sandpaper for months, and like because there was stitches and like a bunch of gauze and stuff.
How did you pee? You have to pee.
You have to pee through a little hole that they cut through all the like gauze and stuff, and you're not allowed to get hard, by the way, for
So
like
what do
a
you
month.
do?
while
How
it
do you
heals.
do that?
That was the nightmare. I was like, please don't get hard. Please don't get hard. And I went to sleep one time and it started getting hard and I felt it pulling at the stitches. And I was like, oh, and then it went away. And it was a nightmare. And I told all my friends, I like lied to all my friends. I was like, oh, I like broke my arm or something. Like, I don't know. I don't remember what I said, but I just lied. And I was like, yeah, I broke my arm doing motocrossing or something. And like didn't see anyone for 2 months.
I have never, this is an incredible story. I've never heard somebody do, like, I've never heard the experience, you know?
Nightmare.
God, I got it. This is
It's
a
like
rough. This has been a rough 10 minutes, dude. My testicles are in my fucking stomach. They've like it's
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know if like this is the thing I wanted out into the world. And I was like, let me send a bunch of options for Shane and hopefully he doesn't pick that
no,
one.
Actually, you know what?
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
Let me read your options just to give you guys a glimpse
They're probably not good. No, don't read
into
them.
Chris's head. So I said, let me know if there's anything you want to talk about in the podcast.
Oh no.
And he said, sure. And then he goes, here's some stories.
This is worse.
So you said, okay, and don't give these away. I'm just going to give the headlines, and then in future episodes we can cover them. You said, ocean shark jet ski story, bloody nose while riding a jet ski in a storm. And I was like, oh my God, that's like an action movie. And then you said, I didn't get circumcised until high school. And I
You're
was
like a real estate agent. You hit with 2 maybes and then just go right in for the fucking dream home.
well, but then the next one was
Wow.
pretty good. I got head from a woman in high school, and I couldn't finish. She slapped my penis and yelled, what's wrong? It was awkward.
Yeah, happened.
So,
True story.
I got
were
head
you
from a woman in high school too.
Were you able to finish?
Of course. Well,
I couldn't.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said of course. Yes, I was.
I'm sorry, I'm not on. Are you more on the spectrum of the straight than I am?
I don't know. I think if somebody's touching my dick, I'll probably be able to come.
See, I can barely stay hard. I was not into it.
I'm just not into like licking a vagina.
And I guess she claimed she knew what she was doing because she like shook it around. She was like, "Why? Normally they come by now," and she was like mad at it. It was really weird.
Yeah, okay.
Jared's like exiting our chat.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I just remembered. Okay.
Wow, you just scared me, dude. What are we doing?
Okay.
Take
so,
Jared out of his misery.
The reason, well, this is worse. The reason that I thought about the urban legend thing in the beginning was because I got an email to the podcast email, ShanedawsonPodcastStuff@gmail.com. This is from Hannah. She said, hey guys, I love the podcast. When you talked about the Mountain Dew rumors that it makes your sperm count low and your dick small, it reminded me of something from my high school. There was a rumor that girls...
I can't wait.
that girls who drink Dr. Pepper had really bad smelling vaginas. It was so persuasive that if a girl was drinking Dr. Pepper, everybody around her would start making fun of her vagina and saying that it smelled.
No way.
And people would walk up to the girl drinking the Dr. Pepper and educate them as to why they shouldn't be drinking that to make their vagina smell.
That's
really weird. It happened in 2008.
quite the smear campaign against Dr. Pepper.
I know.
Wow.
I don't quite understand.
And then
why.
I like people fucking posturing on them and educating them on something that's bullshit.
But also,
Probably.
is it bullshit? Like, do we know? Let us know in the comments
from
below.
What I learned from a recent Kourtney Kardashian scandal is that the food you eat shouldn't necessarily change the smell of your vagina, because she came out with like a pussy pill that was supposed to like make your pussy smell good, and she got canceled for that.
I feel for her.
Me too. Like, let Kourtney have a win.
Let her
She
have her
wanted the
poosh.
fucking this candle smells like my vagina moment. Let her have it.
Yeah.
She put out a candle that smelled like her vagina?
Gwyneth Paltrow did that, and it was very successful. So
We talked about that.
Kourtney
Goop.
was trying to have her moment.
I Googled it, and the first thing that came up says, I mean, this is not a reliable source, but healingpics.com says a recent study has found that drinking Dr. Pepper can actually make your vagina smell better.
What if Mountain Dew also makes your dick bigger?
Oh, it's the opposite.
Wow, shout out. I will say, I feel like my dick has gotten a little smaller since I started drinking Diet Mountain Dew.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop.
Don't put that out there.
Random segue.
That's when you jump in and say, what? No. Your titties are small and your dick is huge. Love you, Dad.
Random segue.
Okay, that's weird.
Well, because your mom.
Do you guys like quarter machines? Do you ever get sucked into like putting the quarters in the slots and getting, the ball with the mystery prize in it? Have you guys done
Yeah,
that?
of course. Little homies.
Yeah, little homies.
Do you remember those?
Dude,
Is that
little
appropriation?
homies. There's actually a documentary about the guy that started that, and it's very interesting. But I found one that had stickers at it.
Okay.
Mound of Duty. And they're all poop related. So I thought I would give you guys some, but just look at that.
Wait.
Lay a big one.
This episode just keeps getting worse.
Look at this. McDude's ham turner.
Wait, you have to show.
I know. I got to take pictures of these.
Oh, yeah. These are great. But yeah, just, hey, sometimes you just need to take a monster deuce.
Wow.
But yeah.
Where did you get these?
These were out of a little quarter machine, which I think are very cool. And I've had them in my car for like 6 months to give them to you guys because I thought they were special.
They're
and
awesome.
No, they
I brought
are
'em.
great.
But yeah, they're amazing.
I think people are done eating with this podcast.
Oh, yes. Don't eat right now. Sponsored by Fart Night. But yeah.
Ryland's very familiar with that game.
You play Fortnite?
He farts at night.
Okay, Mr. Stinker. No way.
Have you ever woken yourself up with a
That's what we
fart?
thought about.
What?
Okay, the other night we were trying to figure out, we were like trying to come up with things to talk about on the podcast, and you were like, what did we fight about the other day? I can't remember. What were we fighting about that we were going to talk about on the podcast? And then I finally remembered just now
What?
that you are mad at me because I used to, before you, not really clean my sheets that often.
Oh, fucking disgusting.
How often do you think someone should clean their sheets, Ryland?
Every 5 days.
What?
Yeah.
I'd say once a week.
And my pillowcases, I changed like every 3 days.
You wiping your ass with those sheets? Why you gotta wash them so much?
I gotta be honest, when I was like living solo, I don't think I ever once cleaned
No.
my bed sheets.
Shane didn't either.
I can't. It's like washing the
Why?
bottom of my feet in the shower. I can't fucking remember doing it before,
And
soap's getting there.
Shane sweats so much at night that it's like you've got to wash the sheets. And when I came into the picture, I can tell those sheets had not been washed for years.
First of all, you married me. So, like, clearly it wasn't that big of a problem.
I came in and I fixed the house.
Second of all,
Very mom-like.
very mama. Second of all, do you think I'm a smelly person?
Recently, I mean, I don't know what you've been eating, but just
What?
Dude, this is major, dude. This is major.
What part of me smells?
I've been running when you've been farting recently.
No, a fart is different. I'm
Okay.
talking about as a human walking around existing in the world. Do I smell?
Only after you work out.
I agree. But like my breath, my
And that's
body,
because you don't wash your workout clothes enough. It's not even like you're stinkier than the average person. It's that you don't use the washing machine enough.
The reason I don't wash my workout clothes enough, and shout out to all my big sisters out there, I don't wash my clothes that much because they shrink, and then I feel like I'm fat because I don't fit my clothes. So I have to wash them in cold water and let them hang and air dry, and it takes forever. So if I'm going to work out a few days in a row, I can't be washing them and letting them air dry. They're not going to be dry by the time I need them again, and I'm just going to use them again. It's too much.
Okay, here's a hot tip. You get multiple workout outfits. Like me, I get home and I throw them in the washer.
Here's what I'm going to say. This is going to start a real fight.
Okay.
You smell.
Oh.
For sure. You have more moments than I do of his
More
smelling.
moments.
Because yours, like you have moments of smelling. And I will say, every time in the beginning of our relationship, we would get in fights about certain things because you'd be like, you don't brush your teeth enough. But then I go to the dentist and they're like, your teeth are amazing.
They tell me that too.
Yes. But you have struggled with some smelling breath.
Oh my gosh.
And I never have. And I'm just like, not to say.
Yes, you do. Before we hook up, every single time I say, go brush your teeth.
My sheets, I will say, I don't get body pimples, which,
I don't either.
I wish I did.
Fucking back me. I never had it, but
No, but I don't get body pimples. But you would think with my dirty sheets, wouldn't I have a bunch of body pimples?
No, you're
Pimples.
blessed with great skin. You are. Like, you don't.
gonna cry.
Like, you
I
don't
wasn't
even,
looking for that.
Shane doesn't even wash his face before he goes to bed, and he's 0 pimples ever.
What?
It's like,
Not a dig.
dig.
If
that was a backhanded compliment.
As a mom.
Oh my god. No, that's a luxury. I have a 15-minute bedtime routine because I don't want to constantly break out. I would break out if I didn't wash my face every single night.
Same.
Shane doesn't have to do that, and he's fine.
I have acne all the time, no matter what I do.
Me neither. But I will say we're very much alike. Sandy doesn't even like us to make the bed for about 20 minutes after I'm out of it, just to let the bed air out a little bit. Because
Although thanks to Buffy,
and she says all the same stuff. Go brush your teeth. Or pretty much like, you better brush your teeth or something like that. Like, you better. Yeah.
Shout out, Sandy.
Although I will say, you brush your teeth a lot, and your breath smells more than mine.
No, Shane. My body cannot metabolize garlic. I'll give myself that. And sometimes, like, restaurants will sneak garlic in there, and it ruins my life for 48 hours.
Trying to blame it on a restaurant sneaking garlic in its food.
No,
Okay.
Here's what I will say. I'm not trying to shit on you. You're literally perfect. What I'm trying to say is all the myths about like, oh, if you don't do this, you'll get this, or oh, you don't.
It's not true.
It's not all true.
For some people, it is. Like, I do break out.
Person by person.
Yes, but like, I break out if I consume a lot of sugar. You wouldn't. Like,
Cats don't have to bathe. They lick themselves.
okay.
My dogs don't wipe their butts.
Right? They just fall. Shit falls out and it's gone.
No, they wipe it on our couches when they sit on them.
Conspiracy.
Wait, cats don't have to bathe? I didn't know this.
Well, they lick themselves.
That
No.
blew my mind.
Cats get really upset when you bathe them. We gave Cheeto a bath once.
By the way, I'm just gonna also stand up for myself. I do shower. Like, I'm not a gross person. I'm just saying.
You're not gross by any
you.
means.
Thank
You
you.
just don't do the things to what my preference would be for myself.
Oh.
That was a weird way of putting it, where now I feel like, what did that mean? You know?
This is how they do it.
More questions.
This is how they do it.
Well, actually, speaking of questions, when we come back, we're going to take a quick little break. And when we come back, I have another really good psychopath question, which we had a lot of fun with last time. So I have a real good one to test if we're psychopaths. And also, we're going to be testing ranch ice cream and doing conspiracy theories. Guys, what the fuck are you doing? Stay here.
I don't know if I want to stay here.
Don't go. Please don't go. Hey, sorry to interrupt the show, but I want to give a huge shout out to our first sponsor of the day, DISPLATE. So as you guys know, I've talked about DISPLATE a million times. I love them so much. They're the one-of-a-kind metal poster that you just snap on your wall with a magnet. And as you know, we have our own podcast DISPLATEs. So this is the one of me looking just level 10 goofy. But we also have a bunch of other designs. We have solos of everybody, so you could get a poster of just Chris or just Jerid or Ryland. And then we have the group shot. I think we have 2 different versions of that. And I always love seeing you guys posting pictures of that, like on Instagram and tagging me, because it's just so cool to see like our podcast poster in your room. And if you don't want one of our DISPLATEs, don't worry, they have a bunch of other ones. They have over 1 million different designs for everyone. Marvel, Disney, Game of Thrones, pretty much any game or movie you could think of, they definitely have a DISPLATE for it. They're also so easy to put up, and I talked about this a lot before, but if you're renting or if you're not allowed to put holes in the walls, or you want to keep your walls not damaged, it's so easy. No nails. You literally just wipe it with this little wipe, put the magnet, and then snap your poster right on. They also ship worldwide in 4 to 5 days. It's so fast. When you order, it comes very, very fast. And for every design sold, they will plant a tree, which is awesome. So they're giving you guys a discount for your Displate. So here's how it works. If you buy 1 to 2 designs, you'll get 20% off. And if you buy 3 or more designs, you get 30% off. So all you have to do is go to displate.com/ShaneDawson and use code GROWER at checkout. So thank you so much, Displate, for sponsoring the show, continuing to sponsor. And thank you guys for supporting them and getting your Displates, because it's really awesome to see. So please keep sending me pictures of them whenever you hang them in your room. Tag us so I can see them. And listen, if you want to get a Displate of me and just write horrible things on my face or like make me look even stupider, you can do that too. Ooh, a challenge. Just don't be too mean. Like, don't ruin my day. All right. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Bye. Okay, I have a really good psychopath question.
Woo, I hope we pass. I don't want to get exposed.
I don't know. I don't know. Jerid really wants to be a psycho, it seems, from the last time.
Just wanted to be different.
Okay, so let's do this question and see which one of us gets it.
Woo!
Okay. It's a story. So like maybe close your eyes. Okay, we're in vision.
Thank God.
An explorer and his crew were stranded in the Arctic for several months. When they were finally rescued, the explorer was reunited with his wife and told her all of his stories about how the ship crashed and the captain had to feed the remaining crew penguins while they huddled on the ice together to survive. A few days later, the explorer's wife became curious and decided to try penguin for herself. Despite the explorer's experience, he agreed to eat some with her. Immediately after, he began to cry, and later he killed himself. Why?
They crashed. They ate penguins.
Right.
He's back at home.
The captain was feeding the crew penguins. He's back at home, and his wife is like, I want to try penguin. And he's like, are you sure? So now they're eating penguins. He instantly starts crying. Then he kills himself. Why?
They're not penguins, are they? You never said it's a human we're talking about. Is a world where penguins are the captains?
That's fucking level. I don't know what you are. Whatever's above a psychopath.
I'm just thinking.
All I can think is like he's triggered because he had to do this to feed his crew.
That's not
and it brought it back up, and he, that's all I could think.
You're
I don't
just
know.
If I'm a crazed killer, why would the psychopath kill himself?
I don't know.
So none of us are psychopaths. Here's the answer. This is crazy. While normal people would say something like, the penguin is bringing back triggering memories. Normal people, not normal. The psychopath answer would be, the man realized the penguin tasted nothing like what he ate on the ice. He suddenly realized the captain had been feeding them the dead crewmates, and he could not live with the guilt, so he killed himself.
Wow. But he wouldn't kill himself if he was a psychopath, quite honestly.
No, that's not the...
I know, but what you're saying is like...
This is triggering me on that dress thing right now. No, it's how you perceive it to be is what dictates if you're a psychopath.
Yes.
He's not a psychopath.
And that is, I understand. That's crazy. Yes. And that does, wow. I can't believe... Now it's so clear.
I know. If anybody out there got the answer right, please let us know in the comments. And if you're a psychopath, come on the show. I have questions.
Do you think that really means they're a psychopath or they're just like an intuitive thinker?
I don't know. I mean, I have a
And we're
bunch of
just
them.
stupid.
I'm going to save them. I feel like doing one an episode is fun, but I do have a few more. But we need to move on to viewer.
Calling in to leave the messages.
Well, it's more than that, though. It's also viewer emails.
Oh, and emails. Viewer.
Okay, first we got a picture from Ava, who was watching the show, who is a fan. Hold on, let me show the picture. So there they are. They them pronouns in the email, so I don't want to fuck this up. But there they are watching the show, and they have pink in their hair. And yeah, so thank you so much, Ava, for watching the show. And yeah, I hope I didn't fuck up the pronoun thing.
That's so cool.
And this was a question from Susan. Hi, Shane. Can you ask Chris if he's seen The Whale? And is he attracted to Brendan Fraser in The Whale? And she put that...
Oh, my God.
Fucking icon, dude. Round of applause for Brendan Fraser, guys. Please.
I saw people are getting very upset that he won awards.
Blast from the past, dude. Love the guy.
I know. I love that movie.
Love him.
So, Chris, have you seen The Whale? Should you not watch it when you get circumcision surgery?
I've seen the movie. I thought it was very well made. I like Darren Aronofsky movies in general. I saw it with my boyfriend. We both were, our eyes were sweaty at the end. Very emotional.
Sweaty?
My eyes I don't cry. So they were sweaty. But,
Not the psychopath thing.
Sounds like yeah, okay.
But were you hard?
no, I
Was your
not,
penis sweaty?
I was not attracted to the character in the movie.
Oh, okay.
It also, like, for multiple reasons. One, like, this was a man who was like suffering and like had a disease, and like it was made to look like sickly, like he was shoveling food and crying.
I'm
and,
right
like,
here.
And no spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
no, it's just it's portrayed as a sickness. Like it's not portrayed.
I
as,
don't
like,
even know the storyline, so.
You don't have like a sick kink? No, I'm kidding.
No, but I liked the movie. I was not attracted to Brendan Fraser. When the movie was over, my boyfriend was like, "I want to eat a salad." And I was like, "Oh, you okay?"
And you were like, no.
No,
That motherfucker better be drizzled with ranch.
no, I encourage you to eat well all the time.
Oh my God. Okay.
So you'd still love him if he got skinny?
I would, yes, absolutely.
Dude, should we try the ranch ice cream with lettuce?
Oh my God. Ew. Yes.
Yuck.
Okay.
But no.
This is from Madison. She said she had a question for all of us to discuss.
Oh.
So her husband got a baby onesie for their baby, and she hates it and thinks it's not appropriate and gross. He loves it, and she wants to know what we think of it. So here's the onesie, and it says made in vagina.
I like it.
Well,
I actually would take it a whole step further.
Oh, God.
And within the numbers under the barcode, I would put the birth date.
wow. A custom one.
Yeah.
You should start an
That's
Etsy
cute.
shop.
Yeah. So made in vagina merch. Check it out.
I
Custom.
love it.
It's a really good idea.
I think Madison's tripping. She needs to live a little.
Why you mad?
I would say funny for like family and like at home, and maybe not for public.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get both sides, but I lean more towards thinking it's adorable and probably like a fun memento if it had the birthday on it.
Yeah. that would
And
be
it
cute.
was probably made in China, right? Like the actual garment.
Oh, I didn't even think, like, maybe that's why they're mad, because it, like, feels slightly, I don't know,
What?
like, in poor taste about, like,
I didn't even think about that.
yeah, I didn't either.
China? Everything's made in China.
I know, but I don't know, maybe that's why they took it weird.
Oh. I think they took it weird because it's vagina.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's right.
Okay. So, this is from Katie. This is kind of old because we talked about this a long time ago. But Katie said, hey guys, I had an idea. I know you guys were looking for the girl equivalent to bears. I think we should be called hippos.
Wow. I would have never in my life guessed it, but I like it.
Wait, did she give a
Hippos?
reason?
Yes, her reason was, I thought immediately about the bad bitch hippo from Madagascar, Gloria. Tell me what you think. I've never seen that movie, but any bad bitch hippo is a friend of mine.
I would, dude, if a woman came up and like, I'm a hungry hippo. That'd be epic.
I feel
like
like
that.
if it's the association with a cute character is fun, but I feel like just calling a woman a hippo out of context is the equivalent
Yeah.
of calling a man an elephant, like a bigger
Yes.
man.
If I was trying to be offensive, I think I'd say hippo.
Yes.
You know, like the most offensive.
The amount
big
of-
old hippo.
The amount of
That
videos,
seems awful.
The amount of videos I've seen of hippos like diarrheaing and they're like tail spinning, or like you throwing like a watermelon and they just swallow it.
And they kill the most people in Africa out of any animal. Hippos. They're the deadliest animal. They run like 30 miles an hour. They can swim. They're vicious, dude. So a hippo might be, hey, you a bad bitch? Maybe you a hippo. I don't know. I mean, they have some cool attributes that would make them bad.
If you want to kill some people.
Okay, now let's get to some viewer voicemail.
Hi, bitches. It's Gabby here from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I love watching y'all. Anyways, I recently went through a chokehold myself.
Cuckold.
So a hot-ass bitch came up to me and said, hey, can you fuck my husband while I watch? So yes. And I'm trans, by the way. So it's a thing. It's a thing. She was like rubbing her pussy, and I was balls deep in her husband, and she loved it. But bye, y'all.
She loved it.
Am I missing something? Where's the question? Where's the fucking... You just want to tell us that you were fucking some chick's dude?
That you
Shout
were-
out to you, Gabby. You were balls deep in that ass.
Queen.
Can you do that? I didn't know you're just
Yeah.
allowed to walk up to a couple and say, hey, will you fuck my man while I watch?
People do that. People do it like kind of regularly. I have like friends that have had that happen.
I'm
to
now
them.
offended nobody's ever done that to me.
Me too. Why not?
That was the best call we've ever gotten. Gabby? Gabby, come on the show, please. Okay, here we go. Let's do another one.
Hi, Shane. My name's Ashton, and I was just wondering, my husband is trans, and he hasn't had bottom surgery, so he wears a strap-on when we have sex. Does that qualify him as a grower? He says he'll buy merch if so.
Yes, absolutely. He's a grower.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. We are allies to the trans and the trans growing community.
Yes, we are.
If anything, he's
buy our
the
merch.
ultimate
Send
grower.
him merch.
He goes from zero.
I should send.
You should send him merch.
I'll send.
He goes 0 to 100 real quick. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be more of a grower than nothing to everything at once. Of course he's a grower.
Yes.
Grow on, brother.
Hi, Shane. My name is Kaylee. I'm from Ohio, and I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on something. So a while back, I was in physical therapy from a car accident, and I actually had one of the physical therapists, when he was trying to rub my back, he noticed I had a blackhead, and he proceeded to try to pop it for like 15 minutes.
Punch
as
that
he was
motherfucker.
actively telling me about his daughter's boyfriend's porn addiction. So I just want to know what you guys think about that. I love the podcast, by the way. Hi, Ryland, and yeah, bye guys, thanks.
I would have punched that motherfucker in the face and said, I'm not paying for this, and left.
That's just so weird.
You know what? I get it. Like that, not that I would do that, but I have weird experiences like that with like dentists or doctors or people who just get way too comfortable way too fast. And yeah, telling me really fucking weird things about their lives.
Okay,
and, like,
the telling you weird things about your life is fine. The popping a blackhead is too far.
It's pretty weird.
it is weird. I think it is assault, but also like it's hard not to.
Well, somebody like you should not have a job like that. I'm just saying.
What
like
is
you,
that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't be able to help yourself either. You'd be popping that
I
blackhead.
know, I'd be drooling. When I see somebody in public and they have like a big, like, like on their shoulder and it's like, oh, I just want to, but I don't, I hold back.
It's so weird that
My
you're fine
intrusive
with that,
thoughts.
but you cannot with like a booger in somebody's nose.
Pimples are iconic, boogers are gross.
But in all seriousness, if he was touching this person, you weren't comfortable, shouldn't they sue them or something? Like, that's crazy.
I think as soon as they touch me like that, I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
I think at minimum I'd be like, dude, you don't have to do that. You know? I'm straight and I don't care about your son or whatever. You know? Like, I don't know what else to say about that.
It is very awkward, though. I've been going, like, when I hurt myself, I went to, like, a physical therapist. I went to an acupuncturist. I was trying everything. And it is, like, the formalities in all of these places because they're, like, telling you to take off your shirt, but they don't want it to be weird, but they don't want you to be weird. It is, like, an awkward situation.
Hey, okay, I want to give another quick shout out to one of our sponsors today, which is SeatGeek. So as you guys already know, SeatGeek is the #1 ticketing app in the world. They have over 28 million downloads and over 70,000 different events on their app every day. Concerts, sporting events, festivals, pretty much anything that you can get a ticket for is on the app. So as you guys already know, my favorite game to play on the app is How Much Are They Charging? Which is not like a, official game. It's a game I created. So basically how it works is you go on SeatGeek and you pick the concert you want, which they have tons. Blink-182, Drake, Taylor Swift, everything you could think of. So you go and you click to see what the tickets are and what the prices are, and they'll give you a green dot if it's a good deal. And the red dots mean too much money, bad deal, avoid. And sometimes the red dots can be like $5,000 for a ticket, $6,000 for a ticket. It's crazy. But luckily with SeatGeek, they show you where all the good deals are so you never overpay for your tickets. And every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps. So if you want to go to a concert or you just want to look and see like what's happening, what's around, use the link in the description below because SeatGeek is also giving you guys $20 off of your ticket order if you use code GROWER. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code GROWER. So thank you so much to SeatGeek. I am so grateful for you guys for not only sponsoring the show, but for helping all of us not overpay for our tickets because I was not aware how crazy it really got until I started playing my game on that app. And I was like, whoa. Also, Ryland recently used SeatGeek to go see Taylor Swift. Not sponsored. They didn't sponsor him or anything. He just genuinely used the app and he had the best time ever. So yeah. And I promise I'm going to go to one. I'm going to go to a concert. I got to figure it out. I don't know which one. I'm going to check it out, see what's in my area. I'm not a Swiftie or anything. I mean, no offense. Love her, Taylor. But I definitely do want to see her jump into the stage like it's a big pool. Is that a thing? I keep seeing that. Is that real? Where's she jumping? What's happening? Where's she going? Sorry, I got sidetracked. Thanks, SeatGeek. All right, bye, brothers and sisters. Okay, let's do one more.
Chris looks like if all of the Big Time Rush members mashed together.
I don't know what they look like.
I know, neither did I, but I have a picture.
Is that bad? Is that good?
And literally,
gotta be good.
Literally, she's right.
Wait, no,
this.
is it bad? Is it good?
Look, mash them all together, baby. That's you.
Is that bad? Is that good?
I think it's good. They're all good looking guys.
I'll
you
take
have
it. Thank you.
the skin tone of the one on the far right.
Okay.
The hair of the one right next to him. The smile of the one right next to him. And then the eyebrows of the one right next to him. I'm serious, bitch. Also the number 2. That has to be
Is this like before they got stylists or something?
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying they don't look like a boy band, really.
I feel like that looks like if there was a movie and the podcast, if we were in it and that was the cast, and they were like, hey, dude, we don't want some like, fat ball guy, though, so let's get this hip dude on the left to be Jerid. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. And I'm the one with the long hair.
Yeah, you got Ryland in the blue shirt.
With the hat.
And then you got Chris.
Yeah. Wow. That is us.
That's
we
us.
Our big time rush.
Wow. Thank you, viewer.
Hi, Shane. Hi, Ryland. Hi, Jerid. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
I just want to ask for some advice. How to propose to my girlfriend. We met over 9 months ago, and I just recently bought an engagement ring, and I just wanted some advice. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, but I just want to say I love you guys so much, and you've done so much in my life. So yeah, have a great night.
Okay, first of all, we love you so much. Second of all, 9 months is early.
Shut up, Shane. No, if they're in love, they're in love.
I know.
I would say that if we're grading on a curve, 9 months can seem very soon. Mm-hmm. This person sounded well put together,
right.
Very, very cohesive in thought.
Yes.
I would say the best thing I could recommend, and also they don't have to get married right away. You know
That's
what I mean?
True. Like
they're just committing that they want to get married, but
I see.
Find something that means a lot to both of you guys, like maybe a first date, something that makes you think of each other. That could always be fun. That's what I did. But ultimately, it's gonna be a fun story to tell. But don't overthink it.
Yes.
Go with the gut feeling on what you think would be perfect, and that's probably gonna be perfect.
Don't get sad if you fuck up, or when I was proposing, I didn't get my words out because I was so emotional, whatever. But it made it memorable, and it was I look back at it. And
my favorite element of your proposal to me was that it was a complete surprise. I had zero clue it was happening, and that's what made it very fun for me. You did include my family, who are very close to me, so I liked that as well.
Yeah, surprise. That's a good element, because if you plan something specific, this restaurant or this and this, they might catch on a little bit because they're like, we usually just hang out and watch TV. Why are we going to this place? What's going on? But yeah, if it's a surprise, even if you literally are just watching this podcast and you whip out your ring right now, can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
Although this is probably coming out.
What if her girlfriend hates the podcast?
Right.
What if we call them right now and say propose right now? I'm just fucking with you. That'd be great.
Oh my God. Well, good luck. Let us know please call back and let us know how it goes. I'm very excited to hear how it went. Oh, Chris, sorry, you didn't have any ideas.
Oh, I mean, all I was going to say, I've obviously never proposed. I'm the only one who has.
Are you going to propose, or are you going to be proposed to?
I always thought I would be the one too. I'd be fine either way, but I always imagined that I would be, because I've always wanted to get married. I've always loved the idea of it, and with my ex, I mean, I've always imagined what I would do with the person I was with, and I always just thought of the most. I always made it very personal to us. I always.
So did you want to propose, or did you want to get proposed to?
I always wanted to propose, but if they proposed first, I'd be very happy as well.
Did you have an idea?
Yeah, I mean, with my ex, they were from Hawaii, and I imagined it would be in Hawaii because they had a lot of family members over there, and I imagined I'd get them involved. And I had a whole thing where I was on the beach in Hawaii, they'll play movies on these giant inflatable screens, and I was okay, so I'm gonna make a home movie thing, and I'm gonna play it on this screen, and then the family's gonna come out from behind the screen, and we're all gonna have
that's cute.
candles, and then I'm gonna propose. That was kind of what I was thinking.
That is
something
very
that.
cute.
And I've always tried to make it really personal like that around them. They were a family person, and family meant everything to them. So that sort of thing, you know what I mean? I always try to make it really personal. I think it's a nice element, but I've never done it.
How will you propose to your new boyfriend?
Yeah, good luck now, because you just gave away a really good idea.
Well, yeah, but that wouldn't be personal to my current boyfriend. So it would be. I would have a very different idea
approach.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we're gonna take a quick little break. When we come back, conspiracy theories and ranch ice cream. Okay, we're back. I really don't want to do this. I'm doing this because so many people emailed me saying that we have to do this. And were they DMing you?
I mean,
yes. I don't know if I've ever seen something more requested than to eat ranch ice cream.
Ranch was your identity for a long time.
Ranch is my identity.
Is this in collaboration with Hidden Valley?
The color. Yes, this is a Hidden Valley product. Okay. The fucking smell!
Is it bad?
Oh my God!
It's rough, dude. It's rough. It's ranch.
I've never been less excited to eat ice cream in my life.
Hold on, I'm gonna be honest. I was actually kind of excited until I smelt it. Oh, I didn't think it would smell.
We gotta try this. The more I think about it, the more I'm like psyching myself out.
Okay, so also like if you got like a Chick-fil-A or a big chicken sandwich, and just a big old scoop of this on it, and like melt.
I can see it working with a lot of stuff.
I'm trying to make it better. Okay, so let's take a.
I thought it'd be a salt and straw deal where it would be sweet and not smell like this.
Okay, wait. Do we all do it at the same time?
Oh my gosh, it smells like ranch that's gone bad.
Stop talking about it.
No, it really smells bad.
It looks like cyst cream.
It's almost got like a green tint.
Do you know what I mean?
Have you already tried it, Jerid?
Oh, I'm scared.
Wait, are we doing it? Oh my god, it's scared.
Jerid already tried it.
How much?
Is it that bad?
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm scared now.
It is ranch
No, I'm scared now.
in frozen flavor.
I don't want to do it. Shane, should I do it?
This is fucking criminal.
You gotta do it, bro.
I'm scared now.
The aftertaste is even worse.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
It keeps going. It keeps going to where it becomes a ranch dip.
There's not even like, it's not even just the ranch. There's like it's gone bad.
You know, I will say, like in Mexican culture, they have an ice cream that's a queso flavor, and it's a cheese ice cream with little pieces of cheese in it.
That sounds better than this.
It's 10 times fucking better than this. I never thought I would find something, and I thought cheese ice cream is way better than that, because it's not this bad. This is bad.
That is fucked up.
This is bad.
It's giving me.
I hated it.
It's not helping me like the company. You know what I mean? Like, their ploy is like, let's have these crazy ice creams.
Okay, I've had nightmares, and I think I've talked about this on the show. I have had reoccurring nightmares that I'm at a Menchie's, and the flavors are nacho cheese, ranch, bacon, and people are like force feeding me these food flavored fucking ice creams, and it is a reoccurring nightmare. And I wake up wanting to throw up. That I taste my nightmare.
That is torture.
I tasted disrespect.
You could
It
literally.
felt disrespecul how disgusting that was.
If you had me tied up, feeding me that, you could get anything out of me.
And then punch you in the belly.
Wait a minute.
The aftertaste is so
It
bad.
tastes
Guys,
like ranch that's gone wrong.
If you got a burp, hold up. Don't do it. Don't burp. A burp is fucking gnarly right now. Don't do it.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, was positive that it was going to be like, have you ever had, like, at Salt and Straw or something, they'll have, like, avocado ice cream, which, like, didn't sound good, but I was like, oh, it's sweet and good. I thought, I was positive that's what this was going to be. I'm so upset right now.
It tastes like, okay, this might be specific to only me, but you know when you're, like, at your in-laws' house, and they have...
Okay, what?
And it's, like, 3 a.m, and they have like ranch dip back in that back fridge, like the third fridge in the house.
Okay,
like
you're talking about my mom and dad here.
Yeah, and it's in the very, very back, and it's probably like really expired, but you're like, fuck it anyways. So
Well, yeah, because they probably had bought it for you the last time you were in town.
And you eat it, and it's like so cold and curdled and like frozen. It's that.
Ugh.
So it's kind of giving me like nostalgia.
I think though this has to be better than if they made a Thousand Island version.
Oh my! Why did I just think of like balls?
Well, no, Thousand Island's a little sweet, so I'm not with you on that.
My balls smell like Fritos sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're not
totally.
helping your own fucking case here, Mister. I'm so
I
clean.
love Fritos.
Oh, yeah, I know. Salty.
I like the flavor twisters. Honey barbecue. Those are the best.
You guys really are brothers.
Let's jump into some conspiracies. Okay, a Mandela effect. This one was sent to me by Rachel to the podcast email.
Hey, Rachel.
And she said, hey, there's a new Mandela effect arising.
You think she talks like that?
Yes. What do you mean? And she said, Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. What kind of creature is Sebastian from The Little Mermaid?
Gay. Is he gay? I don't
He's
know.
literally... I don't know, actually. Is he?
I don't know.
With the claw?
He could be.
Oh my god, the claw! Wait a minute.
He's a crab.
Okay, Chris?
Yeah, Sebastian is either like for sure a crab or a lobster or something.
Okay,
like that, yeah.
I'm going to show you a picture. You tell me what fucking animal this is. Animal, I guess, crustacean. You tell me what that is.
A crab.
Wait, really?
That's a crawdad.
Wait, really? I see a lobster.
It looks more like a
Well,
lobster.
a crawdad is a tiny lobster.
Oh, okay.
I got a couple of them.
Well, the Mandela effect was I guess in the new movie, The Little Mermaid, the live action one, people were freaking out because in the trailer, Sebastian is this, which is this like creepy crab. And everybody's like, wait a minute, that's not Sebastian. Sebastian was always a lobster. And then when I looked at the picture, I'm like, Sebastian was a lobster. I thought with the claws.
I guess maybe
lobster
I just
claws.
don't know what different fish look like.
Literally, red lobster, I like wouldn't eat them when I was a kid because I thought about Sebastian.
I'm getting lobster vibes for sure. For sure.
The crab legs are
you.
different, you know?
I just think they didn't draw them right.
Oh, I see.
That's the new Little Mermaid with like that creepy, realistic crab.
Well, it's the live action.
Also, why would Little Mermaid want to like hang out with a fucking crab?
Well, they can't change the story.
I mean, it's different when it's a cartoon. You accept these things. When it's
Right.
live action, all of a sudden it's weird.
Yeah. Oh, it's so scary. And I haven't seen the movie yet, but does the lobster... And
You haven't seen The Little Mermaid yet?
Not the new one.
Oh.
I don't think it's out yet.
Does the lobster have like a Jamaican accent?
Under the sea.
Yes, under the
yes.
sea. Anyways, okay, King Sebastian. Okay, next one. This is another Mandela effect.
Oh,
kind
I
of.
burped.
Ooh, how was it?
Ranchy. It was ranchy.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
You
I'm
guys are going
sorry.
to make me barf.
Sorry.
Okay, Mona Lisa. What color is Mona Lisa's hair? We've all heard the Mandela about her smile, but we've moved on. What is the color of Mona Lisa's hair?
I believe she's a brunette towards the darker side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, either black or brunette for sure.
You can't give two answers.
Oh.
I would
It was
say,
dark.
I would
I
say
don't know.
dark hair.
Black or brunette or blonde.
Yeah.
Well, black, brunette are really close.
Right.
I don't really have a recollection.
You don't know who that is, do
It's
you?
not blonde.
I know, like, the Mona Lisa smile, but, like, no, I don't.
Wow.
Isn't that a movie?
Wow. Very degrading to the Mona Lisa.
So Mona Lisa, this actually surprised me when I looked this up because I guess I'd never looked at it this closely.
Yeah.
She literally is a ginger, and she's wearing a veil. The fuck?
Whoa.
Oh.
Why did I? Okay, first of all, she's giving like 2023.
Do you know that Leonardo da Vinci, you remember we talked about plastination?
Yes.
That he actually went to morgues and helped dissect facial muscles and tissues and everything to understand how the muscles work. And the reason that you can see a smile or a frown is because of how he shaped her cheekbones and her eyes. So how you would look down on her face, you would see the two different angles of her mouth because of like perception. And then even in the back, the horizon has a slant to it. Like it's higher on the left and on the right side. And all of these are visual cues. It's very intense what this guy did to make this painting.
I only see a smile.
Me too.
What am I
Well,
supposed to see?
you have to look at her eyes,
Okay,
right?
I'm looking at her eyes.
And then when you're looking at her eyes as the focus and you look down at her mouth, it looks different than if you just look at her mouth and then like look at the hole. But maybe I'm not saying it right, but there's a way of looking at it where you can actually see a frown or a smile.
It
And
also-
it's all because of the studies he did.
It looks like they face tuned her face right here. Like you know when you like I don't do this anymore, but when you like would warp your double chin like right here, it looks like she got warped a little bit.
Is art, like, hype?
There's like a lot to the Mona Lisa. It's pretty
Wow.
pretty crazy stuff.
Wow, and the veil, it's like very iconic. She looks like a TikToker.
But he like practiced it. He used dead body. Is that what you're saying? Like,
Yeah, he would actually take cadavers and he would study the muscles in their face.
oh, that's scary. I did not know all that.
Okay, our last sponsor of the day is RAYCON. Okay, before I get into RAYCON, I just have to say, this is crazy. We've never had 4 sponsors in an episode before. This is a first. Thank you guys so much for supporting the sponsors and for supporting the show. If you guys remember, if you watched for the last like 6 months or so, we talked about how we were having a hard time getting sponsors and I don't know, very questioning like, what are we doing? Is this working? So the fact that it's starting to turn around is all because of you guys. So thank you so much. We love making this show and we can't wait to keep making more of them. Okay, sorry, RAYCON. I love RAYCON. They have been a sponsor a few times before. Their wireless earbuds are so good and so affordable. Like if you're looking for really good audio, really good settings, you can really customize them and way less expensive than the typical earbuds that I don't want to say because I don't want to get sued. They're amazing. The colors they come in, it's not just white, they come in rose gold, they come in blue, black. They're just beautiful. I love them. They're also doing something that I think is really cool where they're allowing you to buy now and pay later. So right now you can go and you can pay it like as low as $18 at checkout. They also have a very easy and free return guarantee, which I think is great. And they offer a 2-year product protection insurance plan for only a few bucks. And they have over 50,000 5-star reviews. So here's a few of my favorite things about Raycons. Number 1, water and sweat resistance. That is huge because I am usually using Raycons when I'm working out or cleaning the house or doing anything that involves sweating, which for me is everything. Also, they have the noise isolation and they also have awareness mode. So you can tap it and you can just tune out the world. Or if you're walking on a busy street or something and you don't want that, they have the awareness mode so you can still hear everything around you, but it doesn't affect the quality of the sound. Also, they have custom gel tips so you can find the perfect size that fits into your ears so your Raycons will never fall out. Go to buyraycon.com/grower and get 15% off of your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/grower for 15% off. So thank you so much, Raycon, for sponsoring the show. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and supporting. And I'm just very grateful. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye. Wow. Okay, this is another Mandela submitted by Chris.
Oh.
I wonder how he found this TikTok. Let's watch together.
Soccer bopper, more fun than a pillow fight. Blow 'em up, put your hand.
Listen here, you son of a bitch. Whoever ripped this fucking Matrix, you're in trouble. I know I'm not the only one that remembers these being sock'em boppers, not soccer boppers, sock'em boppers, like rock'em sock'em robots.
I don't know if anyone else but me
this fucking world is
Has a boner right now?
No, remember? Yes, he's very attractive. Not the point. I watched the commercial for Sock'em Boppers so many times in my life. I know the theme song. I've sung it so like over my entire life.
Okay, sing it.
It's like Sock'em Boppers, more fun than a pillow fight.
I actually
and like
Okay, keep going.
and I wanted them so bad. No one in my family would buy them for me because we were broke. But anyways, I never got them. But
You
like
just punched each other.
They're definitely not soccer boppers.
I thought it's sock'em bopp'em robots,
Those
right?
are rock'em.
Rock'em sock'em.
You guys are all
rock'em
confusing me.
sock'em robots.
Okay, so Barbies. So remember when Barbie... No, so I personally... Listen, I'm all about every Mandela effect, but I'm not shook by this one because I remember the song Soccer Boppers. I
remember that?
I remember Soccer Boppers.
No.
I do. I lean more towards, yeah. It's soccer bopper.
But I
That
also,
makes sense.
but I also love that like the world is combining your two favorite things, like big boys and Mandela effects on your.
Whoa,
For
wait, you guys
page.
remember soccer buffers?
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Okay, everybody close your eyes. I'm going to play something. Everybody close your eyes, including the people watching at home. I'm going to play something for you, and you tell me what you hear. Okay, ready?
I hear that is embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
Embarrassing
Ryland,
with an
what do you
accent.
hear?
I heard that song.
I actually just saw this one. So,
Oh, okay.
so there's like 10 of them that you can
Yes.
hear. It's pretty fucking
Okay,
crazy.
now listen again, but this time think Bart Simpson bouncing.
I hear it. I hear it.
When I saw it, that was
kinda
in the
hear it.
comments, like 100 of them come up, and I thought, it sounds like everything.
Wait, this one, okay, hold on. This one says, think that isn't my receipt. That's a lot.
Aw.
Okay, let's play that. That was really good.
So what are they
That's
actually
funny.
saying?
I don't know. Okay, wait. Think lobsters in motion.
How are people even coming up with this shit?
Oh, I can kind of hear it. I hear the lobster for sure.
I think the actual thing they're saying is that is embarrassing. Like, ultimately, that's what I came to the conclusion of.
Okay.
But you can hear all those, and it's crazy that you hear all of them, and they rhyme. They don't rhyme in fucking when you say it. It's crazy.
Is it because the accent? Like that you can hear so
It
many
does
things?
help. It does help.
We should try to make our own.
I've been trying. I can't. It's like fucking hard.
Okay, we'll work on
You
it.
need someone on TikTok to figure it out.
Yes. Okay, this is from Kayla. She sent this in and she said, Shane, this is not a theory, really, technically, but I can't stop thinking about it. It's basically the fact that you can look at absolutely anything and know what it's like to lick it. Have fun. Now, I didn't quite understand what she meant. And then I looked down at the carpet and I literally could taste it and lick it. And I've never licked that carpet. Never. never lick that carpet, and I knew. Sure. So I want to play a game with you guys. So first of all, okay, this is gonna fucking blow your mind. I've been doing this for 24 hours.
The couch.
Okay, yes, look at the couch right now.
It's kind of making me want to lick it.
You know exactly what that fucking couch is like, bitch. You know exactly what it feels like, what it smells like. Yeah. You can, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because your brain, some things that I've never touched or been around or whatever, I was looking at pictures on Google and I knew exactly what everything tasted like and felt like on my tongue.
Yeah, that is crazy.
The felt like on my tongue, yes. That is,
okay,
I do get it.
I'm going to show you some pictures. And we're going to go through and you're going to tell me if you can feel these on your tongue. This one is going to, like, this one caused a fucking reaction from me. All right, look at this. And you guys play at home. This straw hat.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You get that, like that penny, like,
and it's rough.
And it's kind of salty.
Yeah.
Tastes like sunshine.
Is it just because we've, like, felt with our fingers all these things at one point? So
you would think, right? But then I started looking up. Well, actually, no. I'll show you a picture in a second of something you've definitely never licked or touched.
Okay.
You especially. Okay. Ryland. Okay. Look at this picture of this wallet. You know exactly what that. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
I can lick it right now. Is that? I mean, I think because I've smelled a leather wallet. I could catch a flavor.
Okay.
You know?
What about this? Ouch.
Barbed wire.
Ouch. But that fence.
Yeah, the fence. I know
it's
exactly
cold.
what it tastes.
Yes, it's like like metally, like nickely, and then you get to that barbed wire, and you're like, ow, ow, daddy.
Yes.
You know.
I know.
How do I know what barbed wire fucking tastes like and feels like in my mouth?
I could feel it. I can't taste it.
You can't? It tastes like
I can't
nickel.
taste it.
Oh my god,
Or a
COVID.
dime. You never tasted
I don't
money?
know if I can taste it, but I can definitely feel it as well. Yeah.
This fucking plastic.
Oh,
fucking
yeah, a
chair.
little bit of dirt on it.
I
know
feel like I have
exactly.
licked one of those. You know?
Well, I started thinking, I'm like, is it because when we were babies we licked everything?
I think so.
And our memory kept it? But I never licked this blender, but I know exactly what that feels like. I can feel that
I've
snag on my
licked a blender.
tongue.
It gets off a little, and then you're like...
Okay, so Ryland.
Ooh.
I have something that you've never fucking touched. Chris especially, I think.
What?
So I'm going to show you a picture. We're going to have to blur it. But ladies at home, just look at your own. So this, Ryland, tell me.
You're going to show me some vagina right now?
Tell me if you can taste that.
Yuck. Yuck. It's scary.
You can, though.
Yuck.
Can you?
I mean, I have.
Oh, whoa. That's a whole nother conspiracy.
But,
what are you talking
yeah.
about?
There
What
is
happened?
so much going on down there.
Well, I have a better one. This one is very specific.
Oh, yuck. It's so scary.
This is bad that we're saying yuck to women's
I'm
bodies.
sorry. I'm just so homosexual, and you've confirmed it. Because
I'm straight, and I ain't looking at that like it's giving me boner vibes. You know?
horrific to me. I'm so sorry.
It's
so
like
sorry.
I love that.
Wait. This is like education for me, though.
I know,
Do you ever accidentally poke the urinary meats?
Oh,
No, I mean it could happen. It's not like it's not the rarest thing ever, but it's like.
urinary meat.
But I mean that's an amateur move for sure. You know what I mean?
So the vagina.
Can you taste it?
No. And I've done it. and
I
can't-
don't think that would taste like an asshole or anything, right?
Yeah. No. No.
What asshole have you been tasting?
I definitely don't think it'd be the same.
Not yours?
No.
Apparently, we all
You've tasted an asshole?
know. You haven't tasted it?
Does it taste like nickel?
Whose asshole are you tasting?
You don't eat booties like it's grocery?
Wow, so play this at home, guys. Look at these pictures and tell me if you can taste these and give us ideas.
How are they going to
Find
find these
Cecilia
pictures?
from Sweden. It's not that hard.
Are you
to
going to
figure it out.
make a Google Drive for them to see the pictures?
Here's my plan. I want to find an object that none of us have ever touched or tasted or anything, like something from the deep depths of the ocean, and bring it up and see if we can taste it.
The moon.
I know what it tastes like.
I can lick it.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of the backroom thing? I've got a lot of emails about the backrooms.
I've heard back room a lot, but I've never actually tried to conceive of what it means.
Well, okay, so basically it means a lot of things, but it's a place outside of reality. Like people, you can accidentally stumble into the back room.
Oh, please.
Which is like outside of reality. Anything can happen there. Monsters live in there. It's I think it's called unclipping or something, where you like unclip from the Matrix type of thing. So then I fell down a rabbit hole about like other places in reality that might feel like a back room, and I found a a list of
So we're acknowledging Backrooms aren't real.
I mean, look at that picture. Have you been there? I have in my mind. in
Severance?
dreams. Yeah, it's like Severance. I've been there in my mind for sure. Okay, so I have a list of places where reality feels altered. So for example, an airport early in the morning or late at night feels weird. Feels like, why am I here? I shouldn't be here. Something feels off. Beaches late at night.
Oh, I love those though.
I know, me too, but it does feel weird. It's like, oh, I shouldn't be here. This is like wrong. It's like weird. Stairwells, 100%. Every stairwell I've been in, I feel like, oh, I'm like outside of reality and I need to get back home.
Yeah.
This one was very specific, but this one really got me. Your friend's house in the middle of the night when you wake up to get water.
Oh yes, yeah.
The worst.
Right? I can taste that one.
And you like hope you're not running into somebody's parents.
Yes. Okay. This other one was also very specific. Bathrooms during a power outage that's lit by a flashlight pointed at the ceiling.
That's so specific.
I don't think I've ever been in that scenario.
Really? I have. Because you pointed at the ceiling to like light up the room. You never felt that?
Not in a bathroom. Like a public bathroom?
I've been in a public bathroom where it was on a timer and the lights shut off and I took out my cell phone.
Ooh, I like to just leave the lights off and it's like, it just gives me something. No. The last one was when you stay home from school sick.
Oh.
That one specifically, because all the shows that like you see on TV when you're young and you're like, oh my God, they play these when I'm at school? Why?
Yeah. No, I get it.
You thought
these
TV
are all weird
stopped.
places, you know? These are like unearthly places at these times. I like it.
I get the feeling. It's odd.
Yeah, so if you guys have any ideas for weird places where reality's altered that we could do a podcast episode from, let us know. Okay, I saw one about Dunkin' Donuts that I just thought was kind of funny and also dark. And I'm curious if you guys think it's a possibility. So you know how Dunkin' Donuts used to have those like really pretty orange straws with like the pink on the sides?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You guys aren't donkeys?
I'm not huge on it. I like it when I went, but I'm not huge on it.
I love my Dunkies. So my Dunkies straw is like orange with pink on the sides. Very iconic. You see that straw, you know exactly that's a Dunkie straw. Well, they changed them to clear. And everybody's like, why would you do that? Why'd you take away my Dunkies? Why'd you take it away? So take a guess. Why would they change the Dunkies to clear?
Cheaper?
I would have to guess it's because it would be economics thing.
Wrong.
If it's cheaper.
Wrong. Here's supposedly conspiracy allegedly. So you know all those pictures that go viral of like straws stuck in turtles' noses and stuff?
Oh.
And if you see a pink and orange straw, you instantly know, oh my God, Dunkies just killed that turtle.
Oh, dark.
Because there's pictures of the McDonald's straw, of the Starbucks green straw. Like there's pictures that are viral of that happening. So supposedly the theory is they changed them to clear so that nobody would know how many straws they're dumping into the ocean.
Wow.
Which actually is, I mean, that's sad, but kind of genius.
It's inversion.
But also,
inversion.
I miss my Dunkies.
Shane, you don't like Dunkin'. Literally, there's so many videos of even you trying the coffee and hating it.
They should just make a plastic straw for people that want the nostalgia factor, right?
Oh, metal straw.
A metal straw.
Oh my God.
Whoa, that's the play.
Yeah, that's the big play. Maybe that's why they did it.
I mean, but then you sell one to each customer and it's over.
Well,
yeah, but that's better than dead turtles.
Right.
And that's better. I mean, the plastic straws are free, so I guess it's more profit than anything.
And if you want your own metal straw, save a turtle.
Get a conspiracy.
That's really the underlying thing here. Let's save the turtles.
Thank you.
You know, turtles are fucking awesome.
Okay. Our final conspiracy. I'm excited because I have no idea what this is. You came to play with this one. I don't know what that means. You came to the house and you were like, I got a Pinocchio conspiracy. And I was like, I have no idea what that means. Let's go.
I didn't even know what it meant necessarily at first. It was a quick video that I watched, and the essence of it was the word Pinocchio, which is a mixture of pine and occhio.
Yes.
So pine being the pineal gland, and occhio means eyes in Italian. So the whole underlying concept of this is Pinocchio represents the pineal gland, which is like our ultimate conscious, you know what the pineal gland is, the third eye. So the third eye is essentially something that
I thought that was your chakra.
It's like pretty much, yeah. It's almost like our tap into the whole universe. And there's a lot of stuff that we can do as people that they call it like calcifying our pineal gland. They do it through fluoride. That's why you shouldn't drink tap water. A lot of foods have things in it that could calcify your pineal gland. But it's when you're hallucinating, you know, basically it's your pineal gland that excretes this like DMT-like chemical that allows you to hallucinate. And they believe when you die the pineal gland releases this chemical to allow you to transition into death easier. So it's really like the keyhole into ultimate consciousness, right, with the universe. Putting that out there.
Wait, I thought it was like pine trees because he's made from pine wood.
Well, okay. That could be it.
Right. No,
It also, but this is the underlying thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a tricky wordplay here.
Okay.
But then you think about it. So this is what happens. This is kind of what the theory is, because I researched way more into it after this initial video, because it keeps getting darker and darker to a degree. So it starts with, think about Geppetto is this puppet maker, and he only wants to have a real son. So he makes Pinocchio out of wood, and Pinocchio becomes a real boy at this point. So the idea is Pinocchio started by being on these strings, and now he's a real boy. Wow. So Pinocchio goes along life, and then he starts to be deceived by people. Like there's a cat and there's what is it?
It was the cat. It was
a cat and a fox.
Like,
So
hey, you want to be famous?
yeah, so the cat and the fox represent like temptations and deceit and things like that.
Yes.
So Pinocchio falls for that, and everything that Pinocchio is doing is essentially what the world does to calcify your pineal gland. Because if your pineal gland was completely active, you wouldn't be susceptible to anything in the world. You would have like, you know, ultimate consciousness. What they're doing is trying to distract you, right? So you have
Jiminy Cricket. Your
Jiminy Cricket is the conscious.
Okay.
So Jiminy Cricket represents your conscious, right?
Okay.
So Geppetto, he created this boy that became real, and then the world around it started to deceive him. And then every time he lies, he basically gets his nose, like it grows further and further out, right?
Right.
Because even lying is a way of calcifying your pineal gland. Then do you remember in the movie where Pinocchio he like goes to jail and a few other things, but then he ends up on a place called Pleasure Island.
Yes.
So Pleasure Island is like the sin and all of that in the world.
Right.
So when they go there, it's all about fun and distracting them, and then they slowly become donkeys. Pinocchio's over there on this island, and Jiminy Cricket can't find him to actually make him see straight. So what it really represents is Pinocchio is a pure soul in the beginning that gets tricked by the world, that gets distracted by all these things, that gets seduced by all these like drugs and alcohol. And then that's the goal of society, is to basically get you to the point where you're just a distracted individual that's a donkey that's just sold off for slave labor. It's very... It's like the thing is, it's hard to like. There's like hour-long lectures to break this down, but essentially Pinocchio is a story of how we're just being puppeted through life, whether it be on puppets of strings made by Geppetto, or whether it be the strings that the media puts out there in society. We're all being controlled to a degree, and then only our conscience can free us of the eternal slavery that it leads to. So it's a very like deep, interesting fucking story. Wow. I thought it was cool.
Also, side note, if you ever do an OnlyFans, Pleasure Ryland.
Great.
I don't think I could ever hear Pleasure Island again without thinking Pleasure Island.
Show that donkey. All right. Well, speaking of Pleasure Ryland.
Let Ryland pleasure all of you.
Let's get to that recap.
Lights, camera, action. Ryland's recap is about to happen. Oh, yeah. Ryland's recap.
On today's episode of the Shane Dawson Podcast, Shane reveals he used to suck his own titties and that our future children will call me Mom. Happy belated Mother's Day.
Solid start to the recap.
Okay.
Chris got a circumcision in Chinatown as a teen.
Chris got circumcised, and while he was an adult, it has thrown us all for a loop-de-doop, but I'm proud of you.
Yes, proud of your dick.
But your uncircumcised dick was fine, too.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Dr. Pepper makes girls' vaginas stinky.
In controversial news, Dr. Pepper may make your vagina stink, but...
Or smell better, said one article.
Right?
Probably Dr. Pepper.
The newscaster got nervous and flopped. All this vagina talk, I feel like I'm going to get canceled by women.
How often are people washing their sheets?
Right.
You know, controversy.
Yeah.
I reveal you should wash your sheets at least once every 5 days. However, these
waste of water.
nasty brothers, environmentalists, honestly, are never washing their sheets unless their wives do it for them.
We're in our stinky beds with our metal straws and our donkeys.
And their dirty workout clothes.
Google says once a week, by the way. I Googled it.
Once a week?
I Googled it. I'll airplay it so you know I'm not a liar.
Most people should wash their... Who wrote that? A fucking sheet company? Probably. I don't believe anyone!
Thanks, Tide.
Chris isn't attracted to the whale.
Brendan Fraser being sick wasn't sexy to him.
No, not sexy. Fat suits, not sexy.
In defying all odds, Chris was not attracted to the whale.
Right. How is that movie not offensive, by the way? Not that I'm offended, because I'm not offended by anything. But
Everyone else is, not everyone. The internet who wants to be offended is very offended.
Although I feel like I've seen a Drama Channel thumbnail years ago with my face, and it was called The Whale. So,
inoffensive news, hippos.
Right. Shout out hippos.
Hippos are super dangerous. However, some big girls like to identify as them. Oh, the ranch ice cream was fucking disgusting, and you're out of your mind for selling that shit out. It's not even a fun game at this point. It's just disgusting.
Wow. Very fucking...
But thank you, Van Leeuwen, for sending it to us.
I am going to try their other flavors tonight, and I'm holding out hope that they're great.
The Sebastian is a lobster, and we're not going to let you change our minds.
In Little Mermaid news, I didn't even know what the difference was between any of them.
They're all crustaceans.
Chris thought it was sock'em boppers.
I can't be the only one.
I've never seen that commercial either. Sorry.
I'm
the Mona Lisa's a ginger.
Yes, surprise.
Surprise! The Mona Lisa is not brunette, does not have black hair. She just so happens to be related to Shane and Jerid. She's a ginger.
Metal straws, man. Metal straws, guys.
Oh, yeah, donkeys.
Dunkians.
And if you don't have one, where should they get them, Ryland, a metal straw?
I'm just a little confused because it's alleged that Duncan did this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's real. It's not real.
But it's not alleged that metal straws are saving turtles.
But if you want to cop your metal straw, ShanedawsonMerch.com, you can get your Conspiracy Club cup, your environmentally safe straw, and all the new merch drops that are available
Imagine
now.
you're cucking and you're just sipping.
Saving turtles.
Wait, is the cucker the one watching?
It's all cookery, dude. We don't know. They don't care.
Yeah,
Don't get bogged down in the lingo.
Yeah.
We'll just cuck it out.
Backrooms. Still don't really get them, but they're cool.
Yeah, needed a thumbnail, so we talked about Backrooms.
Apparently, there's parallel universes in real life. They're called Backrooms, and I don't fucking believe it.
There it is.
I mean, I found out I'm the only one here not married.
Chris is waiting, hinting for a proposal.
Chris is hinting to get proposed to, even though he wants to do the proposing. He's confusing us, really.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Ridiculous is over here licking his own wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In sucking your own dick news. Ridiculous can do it, but none of us can.
Why can't we get sponsors? It's sucking your own dick news. Okay.
I mean, all of your boyfriends would want to if they could.
True.
It'd be nice to know how you...
I know what it tastes like.
It is pretty crazy that you can taste everything that you haven't tasted before.
That is really crazy.
Oh, Ryland still hasn't said what asshole he ate.
Oh. And we never will.
Oh.
We've been together for so long.
What is that supposed to mean?
It wouldn't have been anyone for at least 8+ years.
I just can't imagine you like licking an asshole.
I probably haven't, but you can just visualize it, right? It's like everything else.
Backpedaling.
Probably have.
Ryland used to go to clubs where you just walk in and there's people eating ass all over the place.
There was a time in my life. This is too much for the podcast. My mom listens to this.
Interesting.
All right. See you guys later.
You could only no.
Anything else?
We're just trying to take a trip to Pleasure
The news
Island.
reporter's gonna lose their job.
Big Time Rush. It might star in the Shane Dawson podcast movie, or they look like Chris.
Turns out Big Time Rush was just Chris playing all characters.
Why did I get paid?
Made in vagina. Is that offensive?
Oh, woman's husband gets their baby a made in vagina onesie. Do you think it's offensive?
Sorry, I just was thinking about you eating ass, and then I realized you're wearing a peach sweater I got you. One for every ass you ate.
Oh, we're still not psychopaths, too.
Right. We're not psychos.
In good news, none of us are psychopaths.
We can wrap it up.
All right, you guys, that's all we have for today's episode of the Shane Dawson Podcast. Make sure you're listening on all platforms, watching on YouTube, subscribing, buying the merch at ShaneDawsonMerch.com, and following all of us on social media. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you here again in 2 weeks.
Well, here you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed this very...
problematic.
I don't know what this was. Hope you could taste this episode along with us. And
can they taste what we taste like?
Oh.
Whoa. Do we want to know?
Okay, hope you guys had fun with us. We had fun with you. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Go taste the world.